You know, if Samus Hunter's Nintendo Switch leaks are right, we would not only be having something Zelda related this month, but we would also have a Pokemon Nintendo Direct that gives us info on a lot of huge Pokemon games. Oh, and of course then there's Topia, and then bam, E3 hits and we have even more Nintendo Switch goodies from Nintendo. In this video, we're going to talk about the huge 2021 Pokemon Direct that could be on the horizon and how it could bring us some significant portion of Pokemon news that those who are interested in the series like me would very much enjoy. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, it helps the video a lot, and if you want to follow me on Twitter and pass our current goal of 500 followers, you can follow me at Roborop93. Without further delay, let's continue with the video. So it's been a while since the initial reveal of the two new Pokemon games. Well, one is a remake, but you guys get my point. The Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remake is a game that I don't think we really need too much info on, but just gameplay would be nice. I mean, it is a remake, so we're just going to be getting a lot of the same of what we got in the original game, just with the new coat of paint. But Pokemon Legends is something of a mystery to us. How different is this game from your standard Pokemon game? What is the open world like? How does the combat work? Well, according to a Nintendo leaker, we may be getting that and more. So first off, let's talk about what Kelios said. It's the original source of this Nintendo rumor and how all of this Nintendo Pokemon Direct came up. Kelios had this to say: "Yep, Pokemon presents in coming June to announce Pokemon Unite release, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl release date, etc." Now as to what we could see at the Pokemon Nintendo Direct, a rising Nintendo leaker gave us some details on what games are gonna be there. So let's start with the more interesting information and then we'll work our way down. So for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, we will have some new information primarily on a monthly basis until the release. For Legends, we will have the same level of marketing only after the release of the remakes. There will be some new Pokemon in those games. Old and new fans of the series, despite the complaints from players, even these titles will not have a national dex. The title aims at a single player experience while still embracing the multiplayer and competitive soul of the series. Now as for Pokemon Legends, apparently the title will be primarily single player, which probably means there's going to be some kind of multiplayer aspect, which would be really cool. The game was apparently started by the devs thinking on how a Pokemon open world game would work. And here's the kicker, this game follows the philosophy of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which makes a lot of sense because that first trailer we got, a lot of people were getting a lot of vibes about that game. So it's going to be interesting on how they work the Breath of the Wild mechanics in Pokemon. Is there going to be a stamina bar? Is there going to be some exploration in the world? Is there going to be physics in the games? Are you going to be able to interact with the world and change things? It's going to be very interesting if it's going to be similar to Breath of the Wild, or is it just going to be like cherry picking things from Breath of the Wild and placing them in Pokemon? Not only that, but will these mechanics even work in Pokemon is a big question as well. Because while in theory it is a very good idea, Pokemon and Breath of the Wild are two very different games. One is essentially an RPG, the other one is an action RPG. They're very different. Now the combat will be a simplified version of the mainline series, similar to Let's Go, but with a little bit more deeper aspect to it. They're going to be adding new mechanics that have to do with the trainer and they're linked to the Pokemon. Now it is rumored that an ATB gauge is going to be introduced into the series, so that is something that could be happening. Now according to Samus Hunter, Pokemon Unite is also going to be there, and the Pokemon Company wants to revitalize interest in this game because it didn't go over too well on the initial release. In other words, they really want to make money on Pokemon Unite. One way they plan on doing this is introducing some mechanics from the main game and putting them into Pokemon Unite. Now some of this sounds good and some of this sounds a bit iffy to me. Having a simplified mechanic in Pokemon Legends sounds a bit worrying to me, but does make a lot of sense since this is going to be an open world game. If they are following the philosophy of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, exploration is going to be a big aspect of this game, and when you have a big aspect such as exploration in an open world game, you don't want your character standing in one place for too long. So having that simplified mechanics will get the battles done quick but still be fun, and you'll move on to the next spot and ask yourself what's over there and go over there. And the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl stuff is really a no-brainer when you think about it. Showing off what the difference between each game from old to new is something pretty standard that we've seen in a lot of remakes and remasters. But I have to say, it will be cool to see how much it has changed visually, even if I'm not a big fan of their art direction. Overall, if this does come true, the next couple weeks is going to be interesting because we have E3, we have Topia, we'll have this, and then we'll have something Zelda this month, and a lot of other cool things. Not just from Nintendo, but from Sony and Microsoft as well, so it's going to be a pretty fun time. And if you want to be kept up on everything that's coming from those companies, make sure you click that subscribe button on your way out, and of course leave your thoughts on today's topic. Thanks for watching guys, and remember, stay safe, stay charged, and have a good one.